Hi there guys, welcome back to a new video. So today's video is going to be all around the DXY, the US dollar index, whatever you want to call it, and how you can implement it in your trading to obviously get some greater success. Now for me, you've seen the video on the yen basket. This is similar with the DXY. My best trading success has come from trading the DXY and the yen basket because you are not just guessing where the market is going, you are using real data and real meaning behind why you are entering the trade. So very quickly, as you can see with the US dollar index, this is just the strength indicator of the US dollar. If the market is pushing up, then the dollar is getting stronger. If it's pushing down, the dollar is getting weaker. We can then use that against other currencies within the market to then figure out areas where we might want to trade. So if we look here and just quickly split the screen, on the left-hand side, we have the dollar, and on the right-hand side, we have the Australian dollar versus the US dollar, okay? So if we zoom out, what can we see? Well, if we're looking at this market here, what happens when the US dollar gets strong? It pushes it down against the Australian dollar. So you can see here, this move up in the dollar caused this move down in AU. If we then look at this sideways moving market, what happened whilst the market was moving sideways here? What happened here? The market was moving sideways. So because the dollar was not moving, this then meant that the Australian dollar kind of became quite stable against the dollar. Once the dollar on the left-hand side on the DXY started gaining some strength, that's what then caused the market to do what it did. If we look on the side again here, if I just zoom out like this, what can we see? Well, there was a big move here, which pushed up. However, if we look, we'd expect a very large move down on the Australian dollar, US dollar. What can you see here? It didn't really happen. What does that mean? Well, that means that sometimes there is a fundamental driver for the Australian dollar which overpowers that move of the dollar. And it's as simple as that. Not every time in the market something moves, something else has to. Sometimes the dollar is not going to be in control of moving a certain currency. If at one point, let's say the US dollar gained some strength, but there were some fundamentals for the Australian dollar, that may impact its ability to move. Okay. If we look at something like this, where we had a large spike of weakness within the market, what can you see? Exactly the same here. Now, this is a very good lesson because why did US dollar have such a large spike like so? But then at the same time, not much happened on Australian dollar, US dollar. Some pairs are not going to correlate as good as others. If we look over here and if we go onto Euro US dollar, this is a pair that I'd favor when it comes to trading the DXY. Okay, so pound US dollar, Euro US dollar, things like that, because at the end of the day, the Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar at the moment for the past however long have not been the best. So now you're going to see this properly in action. So same again, we have the strength area for the dollar. We then have the weakness area for the euro. We had that little bit of range in market. We've got a little bit of the range in market. We had a large move to the upside on the US dollar. We had a large move to the downside on the euro. We had this large spike and then weakness on the dollar. We had a large spike and strength on the euro. So you can see this is working out a lot better than the Australian dollar did. So I wanted to go over the Australian dollar to start with, just to show you some reasonings of it maybe not working. But then as you can see here, same again, we have a move, we have a move. Now, like I said within the yen basket video, I'm not going to break down for you exactly why and how I trade the DXY because that would be unfair on the people in the community. However, what I will say is that these round numbers that you see, so like you've got your 110, you've got 109.5, you've got 109, things like that. These areas are very good and work very well on the DXY. So if you have confluence on the DXY alongside a round number, then know that you're in a good spot to potentially take a trade. Same again, if we look here, what did we have? We had a double top on the DXY, we had a double bottom on Euro US dollar, and it's as easy as that. So when it comes to looking at the dollar index, we are going to find confluences and reasons why we think the dollar is going to get strong or weak, transfer that over to the currency pair and do the exact opposite. If I think the dollar is about to get strong, like I did in this scenario here, do I have an area where I can think the euro is about to get strong or weak, sorry. So if I'm thinking that dollar is about to get strong, do I have a reason here for the dollar to get weak? That comes down to your trading strategy and how you trade it. So if you have any questions regarding this outlook within the market, please just drop them below. All the links to everything, as normal, are going to be in the description. And then, yeah, any questions, let me know. I'll be happy to answer them or make a new video doing a bit more in-depth detail. So yes, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in